Hey, good morning, good early morning. The fact that the sun is almost up means that she is running quite late. Or at least by a few minutes. We're not gonna say quite late, but we're gonna say at least 5 to 6 minutes. So I really need to be speeding it up. But I wanted to pop on and make a quick video for everyone. One, thank you for subscribing to everyone who's like new to the channel. If you click on this video and you're like, who's this girl? I'm the person that you subscribe to for sonography content. And because my last semester was so hectic, you didn't actually get a chance to see much of that sonography content, although I did actually end up filming it. And to everyone that's already been here, thank you so much for staying around and doing this thing with me. So just a couple of things. Number one, this is a more real-time video, so it's going to be really short. Today is January 23rd, so this video will probably come out tomorrow. Fingers and toes crossed. If not, definitely some point this week. So just a couple of things. One, I am definitely still in my program in sonography. Nothing has changed. So that's thing number one. All right, so let's sit and have a wee bit of a chat. I'm gonna sit here in this rocking chair and we are going to catch up. So in that last clip, and hopefully it's not too windy, but in that last clip, I filmed that first part and I said I was gonna answer questions and so on and so forth. And then I answered those questions. But what I didn't realize, because I wasn't thinking, was that at where I go to do my clinicals and work, it's around a lot of different hospitals. And so on every building, there's a logo here and a logo here and a logo here and the name of this there and the name of this there, that there, things that I wouldn't share on YouTube. So I literally ended up having to put like little blur boxes over vast majority of everything that was around my face. And I was like, okay, this is not gonna work. Today is Monday, February 5th. So hopefully I'll have this video out tomorrow, if not later today. But I wanted to jump in, like I was saying, and answer a few of your questions really quickly and then kind of fill you in on some videos that are upcoming and kind of what my idea is for videos past then. So a couple things. There were a few questions you asked that I wanted to answer because a couple people asked me this, and it was asking what hybrid school I'm in, and the rest of the conversation says, or comment says, because they are in CCAHEP, and are they going to place me in a place to work for a year? So basically, what hybrid school am I in? And are they going to put me in a place where I can like see and work with patients and so on and so forth? So to answer that question, I am not in a hybrid program. I am not in a hybrid program. I know quite a few of you watched a video in my first semester where I took some hybrid classes, but those were only hybrid classes. So I wasn't in an actual hybrid program or like a hybrid school where most of my classes are online. And you are correct that most of those classes or most of those schools that have programs like that are not accredited. And so when you get ready to do your accreditation, you want to make sure that you are checking to see if they are accredited by a certain company. And I will put the like little writing here so that you can see, and then I will also put it in the description box. So I just took some hybrid classes that first semester, but no, I do go to an accredited school. I am not a part of a hybrid program, and I do actually go work and do clinicals in the building, which you will see coming up. So in order to graduate my program, I have about 1,000 clinical hours that need to be done prior to graduation. And also, just to clarify something, the classes that I were taking, the few that I did take that were online, they were not my sonography classes. So those were kind of like, I guess what we will call core credit classes. This is the idea. Okay, so the other question I got was, if you fill your registries, will you have a chance to retake it? So from what I know, you do have a chance to retake it. I haven't taken my registries yet, but they are coming up. And if you're wondering what registries, when you decide that you want to be a sonographer, there are certain board exams that you have to take in order to be certified nationally and internationally and so on and so forth. There's ARDMS for your specialty. So mine is echocardiography. And then there's the SPI exam, which is also by ARDMS, and that is a physics exam. And then if you are going into echo, which is sonography of the heart, cardiovascular sonography like me, then there's the CCI, which is an international accreditation if you want. And that has both physics and also echo questions on it. And that kind of certifies you for nationally and internationally, depending on what it is that you would like to do. So yes, if you feel you are able to retake it, I'm gonna have to put here what the months are, because I've heard people say that you can retake it, but you have to wait a certain amount of time before you can retake the test. So as I'm talking, I'll make sure to include that on the screen. But yes, they have a little bit of a waiting period prior to being able to retake the test in the event that you fail it. I am in the process of currently studying for all of my exams, which I will go over with you guys also at a later time. And let me see what this last question was. Oh, how did this last semester treat you? Was it more stressful than the last one? Okay. So last semester was not any less stressful. It was just as stressful as the other ones. I don't want to lie and kind of sugarcoat it and make it seem like it got better, because it didn't. It didn't really start getting better until this semester. And I think that it got better this semester only because I am so much closer to graduation. And so I have a lot less work that I'm doing, and vast majority of my time is spent working in the hospital with the patients, of which I love, and a lot less homework and studying every day and so on and so forth. And the studying that I am doing every day is studying for my registries, but not studying because I have an exam, not studying because I have to do this thing for school. This is studying on my own accord to get to my own goals that I want, you know? Lastly, I just want to tell you what's happening on the channel in the next couple weeks. There are a few videos that were already previously filmed that I hadn't put out because I wanted to talk to you first so that you saw me kind of like in real time. One, thank you to everyone that is newly subscribed. Thank you so much. I'm happy that you are here for the sonography content, because I have a lot more to share with you. But there's going to be a video from a conference that I went to over the summer. And the conference that I went to over the summer was by ASC. And if you're studying to be a heart sonographer or cardiovascular sonographer, then ASC is the place that writes all the guidelines for what it is that we do. And I had an amazing time. So if you're into ultrasound and you're into sonography and you're thinking about going to a conference, watch that video, because that's going to be coming up. I actually have footage from my very first day of clinicals, like fresh out of school, didn't know nothing, first week in my whole clinical situation. And so I'm going to post that. And then I also have a video that I did on Skills Lab, which is basically going over everything that we do in Skills Lab prior to being able to go to the hospital. And Skills Lab is basically the place where you practice on each other. So there will be videos that are coming out weekly from here on out. And post that, I was trying to figure out, well, what is it that I share with you, and how is it that I want to do that? Because I am in the hospital vast majority of the time. I could not film everything in the hospital, obviously for HIPAA reasons. But I think I have a cool idea, and I'm not sure if I should say. I have a cool idea, so stay tuned. Anyway, the next 3 videos are the ones that I mentioned, and then post that, we'll talk about what's new over here. So I hope you guys are doing well. I hope that if you apply to your sonography programs that you're getting in, that you're staying patient, that you're waiting to see what happens. And for those of you that are in the thick of it, you got this. You got this. You can do it. Trust and believe you can do it. Because when I first started my program and I first started Skills Lab, I did not believe that I was going to be where I am today. So just believe in yourself, because I believe in you, and I'll see you soon. Bye.